All around the world, we have seen people getting involved in political activism in order to express their support for the Palestinian cause. Much of the force behind these boycotts has come from the popular BDS movement, which began all the way back in 2005. Particularly this time, people across the world have been committed to boycotting companies they deem to be connected to the Israeli Zionist state. Ads like the following have been doing the rounds in Muslim-majority countries. And perhaps most notably, the coffee giant Starbucks is one of the companies that has been taking the biggest hits for its perceived role in supporting what pro-Palestinian activists are calling the Israeli occupation. Many outlets have actually reported that the chain's losses have reached 11 billion in a matter of only a few weeks. We have the case of a local media organization in Morocco named Maroc Hebdo broke early a story that Starbucks had been forced as a result of these hits to leave Morocco, a claim which quickly was picked up by some larger outlets and did the rounds on social media. In response to this, Starbucks spokespeople have denied this claim, but there are still indications from employees that the stores are taking immense hits from a financial perspective. For example, in the airport in Dublin, the Starbucks coffee shop was rebranded as Visitor Coffee, a move it is assumed was done to dissuade customers from boycotting the store. The CEO of Starbucks, 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐞, in his end-of-year message felt like the store had been misrepresented, which led to many of the stores being vandalized and many of the workers actually also being threatened. Similarly, McDonald's, who have been pictured actually delivering meals to IDF soldiers, have also been boycotted by many pro-Palestinian activists. In countries like Turkey, McDonald's had become almost a symbol of Israel's financial power, with protesters in early October smashing up the stores in response to the early Israeli incursions on the Gaza Strip. Some outlets have actually reported from an anonymous source that a McDonald's employee in Egypt who has said that the sales for the chain have decreased by 70%. Of course, this is not verifiable beyond that anonymous testimony, though there are some indications that it speaks to an underlying truth. In a LinkedIn post at the turn of the new year, the CEO of McDonald's, 𝐒𝐮𝐻, complained that the boycotts were having an impact on the fast food chain's business, even though he didn't actually explain to what extent. And likewise, the fashion company Zara has come under protester heat for an advertising campaign which was deemed to be insensitive. The image had a model who appeared to be holding a body put in funeral shroud garments, which some saw to be resembling those used to wrap the bodies of the Palestinian dead. In response, the pro-Palestinian activists would shut down a Zara store in the West End, with many extending their boycotts to the fashion retailer. And later on, Zara was forced to issue an apology for what it called was a misunderstanding. They said that the campaign had been conceived in July and photographed in September, before the upturn of violence in October. What all of these campaigns are showing us very, very clearly is the role that the grassroots activism is having on these large corporations, and ultimately the impact that these political issues have on the financial health of such companies. If you like our work and you're a fan of everything that we are doing with regards to the news reporting, then do click the subscribe button down below and share our channel with your friends and your family.